This comes after, I think, the U.S. has rarely shot down any objects over its own territory. Now we have 4 in a couple of weeks. What do we know?
Well, Matt, we know close to nothing so far about these last 3 objects that have been shot down. The Pentagon has been pretty tight-lipped on details. We haven't. No one has found the wreckage of these things so far. We don't know if they were balloons. We don't know if they were spy craft. We don't know if they were college atmospheric experiments that floated away. We know close to nothing. But it has ratcheted up tensions between U.S. and China. China today coming out and saying that they have spotted or identified 10 U.S. balloons that have flown over their territory over the last year. So this story is continuing. As you said, every morning we wake up with reports of something else in the skies.
Yes, and it's interesting, the things we don't know about here, Bill, when you hear about this phenomenon or these events taking place, you wonder, are there more of these objects? You also wonder if we're just looking harder for them, and we've heard from the Pentagon that that's part of what's been going on here. But you also wonder about the politics, if previously we've just reacted in a very different way to spotting this kind of thing. So how is the politics playing in here?
Well, it's definitely a factor. I mean, you'll remember with that first balloon that was eventually shot down off the coast of South Carolina, the Pentagon later said it had been tracking it for a few days before it became public knowledge. Only when it was spotted by civilians and there was a lot of coverage of it did it become more of a public national security issue. We don't know. The Pentagon has said that it's basically recalibrating some of the ways it looks at the atmosphere to better identify slow-moving objects as opposed to maybe a fleet of incoming enemy fighters. It's looking for things differently, and it seems to be seeing more things. Again, though, we don't know. Some of these objects, the Pentagon said, were just floating in a zone that was dangerous for commercial airliners. We don't know that it was dangerous for national security. Those are the kind of things we're hoping that come out in the coming days.